Welcome to We Seek First podcast, where we talk about living life as a Christian and everything in between. We are your hosts, Takara,
Katrina, Latresa, and LaQuinta.
Join us every week for a fresh episode. But today we have an exciting episode for you, so sit back, relax, and let's talk. We were so young.
Well, that goes on to the next 2 points. Date a bunch of people before getting serious, or don't date anyone until you're ready to marry them.
Oh,
Well, y'all already know how I feel.
Now, I'm a little split on this one because I'll say this.
Tell me, please.
I'll say this. I agree with if you are not serious, there are no titles, and you're just, it's like, are we friends? Because, I mean, if it's not boyfriend, girlfriend, then we're friends. I feel like you can date other people.
Are you talking about Christians?
Okay.
No, but if you look at what they're saying, they said date a bunch of people before
Before.
you get serious.
Yeah.
So they're saying like, just date around. Don't think about marriage right now. Date around.
Have fun.
Have your fun.
Yeah.
And then when you're ready to get married.
Okay, I have heard Christian groups
I
say
have
this
too.
as well, where
I
they're
have
like,
too.
hey, you're not committed. Go ahead and date as many people as you want until you find the one that you want to get serious
don't
with.
agree with
And
And
they
to
frown
me-
upon girls who date one
guy
guy like
at
their
a
first.
time.
No, what I'm saying, like a girl date one guy in her whole
and
life.
they
and
marry
she's
him.
marrying.
Yeah.
Oh my
They don't
God.
like
I
that.
wish
Yeah.
that was my story. It's
They
not.
they think that's trash.
But you know what? For me, I'm not that type of person. Even though there are no titles, I only date people one at a time. Like I can't
Yeah, me
like
too.
I
I'm
can't
not.
fully put if I'm really wanting to see where this relationship should go, it shouldn't be where it's like, well, we just kind of getting to know each other, and let me go out with Tom now, 'cause, Tom's cute. Let's see what he.
I can only
I'm
be
not that
interested
type
in
of
one
person.
guy
Yeah,
at a
like
time.
who sits around with 5-6 men and it's like I don't
Because
see
when
how.
I'm interested in you, it's only you.
Right.
It's only
I
you.
ain't thinking about nobody else.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it's like if the guy is like I'm like, okay, I don't need to date you because we not together.
yeah.
I'm not finna be sitting here pouring into a relationship that you're
Mhm.
like, oh, I'm trying to see if you are Susie.
We just
Takara
having
or
fun.
Susie. Nah, we're not having fun. This ain't
Well,
fun for me.
The date a bunch of people before getting serious can be very dangerous.
It
because,
is.
And
especially for women, because I don't care what women say, your feelings is gonna get up. And it seems like men can kind of hold their feelings off for a while, but women, they really get in. They start to have feelings
yeah.
for these different people. Like you might have a guy and you've made it know, oh, we're just dating around. But what if feelings come in and
Yeah.
he like, what are you doing? I'm with Susie and Sally, and
We
It's
just
like,
having
don't work for
fun.
you.
you're gonna catch feelings, and he may still be in the fun.
Yeah, he
stage.
hasn't made his decision of who he's gonna. We are not on The Bachelor or any of those shows. We're not gonna do this.
He gonna give you your rose.
No, I don't want a rose. Matter of fact, I don't even want to be on this show.
Do you think that you should, for Christians, do you think that you should not date anybody until you're ready to marry them? What do y'all think about that?
I don't agree.
That's a
with that.
pretty.
I don't-
Well,
that's
actually,
What? Okay, what do you mean by? Okay, here's my thing. I don't know you, and it's like, oh, let's.
what they're saying is
Is it marriage material?
no. What they're saying is don't
date
at
around.
all
Yeah.
until you're looking for
Exactly.
a spouse. Is what they're saying.
Now, when you put it that way, I agree with that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what they're saying.
Don't start dating if you're not, because really, as a Christian, your view or the goal of dating should be marriage. And if that's not your goal, then don't do it at all because you're not ready for marriage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for me, I think I get confused with that because I'm in the dating headspace. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? So
Me
it's
too,
like,
girl,
I was
me
sitting there
too.
like, don't date. Wait.
No, I feel like that. That is how I feel. Look, I ain't finna be fooling with nobody.
Right.
And then if you ain't ready to get married,
Yeah.
you need to go
Don't
and
waste my
find
time.
Sally and
Yeah.
have fun with her.
Well,
I don't have time
That's
for
not
that.
a person that is ready, and I don't think any good Christian guy would be like, "Oh, I'm just having fun." You're not a
You
real.
know, but a lot of I asked. I ain't trying to tell my. Ooh, maybe,
What-
should I tell that?
You asked a guy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say I asked a guy like, because he says that he is ready to get married.
Yeah.
And he was talking to this specific girl, and I was like, "So you like, is she marriage material?" And he was like, "No." I was like, "So why you talking to her if you ready to get married?" Because I don't want to be by myself. And I was like,
See, Michael,
get that.
I mean,
I get that. I understand that, but I guess maybe I'm just a different type of person.
yeah.
I'm willing to be alone.
And he's a guy.
right. Yeah, and he's a guy. Yeah.
Like,
And
But I
maybe that's the
mean,
difference.
If you're talking about what's the right thing to
Right.
do, you should not.
Yeah.
Because
it's not
you're gonna
safe.
catch
You gonna-
feelings
yeah.
with somebody that's not marriage material,
Right.
And then you're like, now
You're
you're,
giving a
you're
piece
of
stuck,
your
kinda,
heart.
you know.
and
Which is
then-
why I won't do it. I have thought about it. There has been guys, they were not Christians.
Yeah.
They were regular dude, not bad, just regular.
Somebody you probably would not marry,
Right. I
Well,
wouldn't. No,
your
I ain't
belief
gonna marry this
systems
dude.
don't, match
But
up.
But it's like, but I'm not talking to anybody. I'm single. Like, why
I'm bored.
not?
Why not?
Yeah.
But think about it. What if while you're dating that guy that you know you have no future with, the perfect guy who you could
Ooh,
have
that'd
a
be
future
messed
with
up.
comes and see you with him?
Ooh.
Well, he not gonna even. Well, yeah, I'm just saying the reason
I didn't think
why
about
you
that, though.
shouldn't do it because
Yeah.
while you're wasting time with somebody you have no future with, the guy who you could
Yeah.
have a future with is gonna pass you by.
I
Yeah.
never thought about that.
There's,
And
mean,
then too, I would say for younger girls, and I'm not talking about like teenagers. I'm talking about you're in your 20s, you're
Young
an adult,
women.
but you're young. I would say do not fall into the trap of what everybody or the world tries
Yep.
to sell you. There, because I've heard a lot of, well, if guys are doing it, you should do it too because that's how the world goes. Do not fall into that trap. Just because a lot of people do it does not mean that it's right. And what tends to happen is women always get the short end of the stick. Guys are
It's
not
true.
made to wear their feelings on their sleeves and to like really get caught up. Not to say that men can't, because when they make
typically,
because men aren't. I don't think that God made men to be that way. They're not feelings driven. So when they make a conscious decision to put their feelings out there, then it can happen to them too, where they get hurt. But typically it doesn't. Women, you come into this world with feelings. Your hormones drive your feelings. The way the sky looks drives your feelings. When you're with a guy, you feel feelings first, and then you think about, is this right or not? Like, that's just how women are made. And I think, like, if you follow the world, they're like, yes, if it feels good, follow it.
That's exactly what.
Don't
if it feels right,
do
you
that.
know.
And two, women have more to lose. I know people
Yes,
want
they
to sit
do.
around and act like we're
Yeah.
men and women are the same. They are not.
They have more
a
to
man,
lose.
a man can go out and sleep around with
Mhm.
50 women.
Whoa.
Lord, what kind of man we're talking about?
A man can go out
That was funny.
and sleep with 50 women.
Right.
And then say, all right, I'm ready to get married. And he
Yep.
goes find a woman. They're happily
Oh,
ever after.
she's in the church.
Oh,
She
yeah.
is a virgin.
Yeah.
She has so much going. She makes the perfect wife while he has slept with the whole town.
But a woman go out and sleep with 50 men.
Yeah. Oh,
They not going to want her.
you know
Well-
what? They would look at a crackhead better than they
I
would
don't
look at
know.
her.
I don't want to say 50, but I don't know. Today, guys, they don't want virgins. They want someone with experience.
Okay,
I
but-
have heard, and,
And
I'm not
telling
talking
you
about.
that is not true.
I'm telling you, I have heard guys say this out of their mouth. A virgin. I ain't fooling with
No,
and
her.
it's
but they
because
don't-
they are only looking at the experience of
Mhm.
sex.
Yeah.
That's all they want.
Yeah.
They're not looking at a good
No,
woman.
were these
But-
Christian men that were saying that? Or
No.
were they just
I'm thinking. Hold on. I'm thinking.
They looking at a good time. They are not
And-
looking at a good woman.
guys-
Actually, to be honest,
they were not?
They were
no,
not
they were
Christians.
not.
But
no.
also, these
well,
guys.
some of them did claim to be Christians.
Okay,
But
claim to
that's
be
clearly
and is
crazy
are
for
not
you
the
to
same
want a
thing.
I'm just saying. And the guys, some of the guys that I have been around, I have heard that like,
Okay, they
that
may
ain't gonna
say
work.
that,
I'm
but
telling
they do
you.
not want a woman with a high body count. I don't
Well,
care.
I
'Cause
don't
if
know.
if
They
you
didn't
come and
say if she got 30.
But think
then
about
no.
it.
I'm
I ain't-
telling
I didn't
you,
hear
they're
that.
not.
A man who is serious, he wants
Mhm.
to be proud of the woman he got.
Yeah.
He do not want a woman that half the town can say, "Oh,
Yes.
you married her, girl." Man, everybody didn't have.
I
that.
don't
They
think-
don't want
I
that.
think
They
it's
don't.
different today. I don't think that
No.
you
That
have
hasn't
to be
changed.
a virgin and all that. I don't
Oh,
think
no,
that
no.
matters.
I'm not
they don't
saying
care.
that because if you're not a virgin, you ain't gonna
Mhm.
get a man. That
Mhm.
I'm
But
talking
they-
about comparing
Yes,
if a woman goes out and sleep with 50 men.
it's
Why you
told-
gotta put 50?
no, I
Okay.
said 50 with the man, and you didn't act all, you know.
You know why.
But what I'm trying to say, not only is her reputation gonna
Mhm.
look worse
Yeah.
because she's a woman,
Mhm.
you might be stuck with a couple of kids.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That you got to raise on
Yeah.
your own. Now you got to try to find a man, and now you have kids.
Yeah,
that
you
bring
have
Well,
baggage.
everybody these days they don't care about that.
No,
No,
but I'm
not that
telling
it
you.
can't happen, but you're bringing
Baggage.
something from another man.
Yes.
I mean, it's not.
I don't think it's a big deal today.
Yes, it is.
I'm
Look,
just telling you
when
what
you
I've
compare-
seen.
When you compare,
I don't think
a
they
woman
really
and
care.
Okay, let's put it like
I ain't
this.
say 50 because that's a really high number.
Okay.
But a man with 50 people don't. You know,
They
it's
don't
like,
think
oh,
twice
whatever.
about it. Yeah.
Okay, would
I
you
know,
marry
but-
a guy that had kids?
Yeah,
Okay, let's just say his wife is
that's
still
not
alive.
my preference though. Let me just put that out there.
You got stipulations.
But that's
now.
exactly what
Like
I'm
if
saying.
we're talking about what I want, no children, please. I don't have any.
Oh, you
don't
have.
need none
Oh,
either.
you got stipulations. But
Of
see,
course.
think about what a man when he's looking for this great wife, and then here comes Alicia. Alicia has slept with 50 men, and she has 4 kids by 4 different men. And is that not the same thing? He's gonna be like, "No, bye, Alicia. Where Janie at?"
I don't think so.
Yes, he would.
Mm-mm.
He's gonna pick
Look.
Jane that has maybe one child and her husband died or something like that.
No,
I'm not saying
No.
that because the woman has kids, she can't find a man. What I'm saying is it makes it harder
It
because
does.
now this man has to not only like fall in love with you, he got to fall in love with these kids.
Yeah.
If the guy she had the kids with still
Mhm.
living, he
Yeah.
got to deal with him.
Yep.
A lot
I
of men
agree.
are like,
Baggage.
I cannot handle that. I'm gone.
Yep, it's baggage.
I'm telling
And
you.
also, a lot of the time nowadays, these women have gone through so much. When they finally get with a good guy, they're like, I don't want to have any more kids. Because they're thinking, what if the same thing happens? Or they're like, I'm done with having kids. I just want to be with you. Then now this man is stuck with these other children by other men, and now this woman may or may not want to have kids with him.
Mhm.
There's so much baggage that comes with that. But when a man does it, you don't have to worry about it because let's just say this. Most of the time, I'm not saying all, but most of the time, the men do not come with children. Women come with children.
Well,
That's a lie.
Yeah.
Most
You
of
know what the difference
that's how
is?
I say it.
the men may have kids, but they don't bring them into the marriage per
Mm-hmm.
se as far as the household.
Mhm.
That's
because
what I'm saying.
most of the
not to
time
say
the
he may
kids
not
stay
have
with
any.
the woman.
Exactly.
So if the man has kids and he marries another woman, the woman don't even really have to, kind of put up
No.
with the kids as much because they don't
Because-
live with
But
them.
you gotta put up with that woman. I need to be number one. Jesus need to be number one, but you know what
wanna
I'm
be
trying
number
to say. I'm not playing second fiddle to some chick that you used to be. No, that's why I said
It's
no.
a lot of trouble that can go
It
into
is.
it. Not to say that if a woman have kids, she just trash. No.
I don't think that.
Oh, I know.
No.
I'm just putting
but
that
it's
out there.
easier for a man to start over
Yeah, it is.
than it is for
I
a
agree.
woman because she has
But-
visible baggage.
Mhm.
A man, his baggage is just, oh yeah, I got, little Charlie Jr. Yeah. But he not in the house. He not bringing her. They're not going on dates. They're not having to find a babysitter. None of that. But Alicia, she's
Yeah, he's
like,
free.
oh, I couldn't find a babysitter. Or when he comes to the house, little Charlie Jr. is like, he got to play friends. Hey, Charlie, like, you like
And,
me?
That's true, but I still stand on what I said. Like you ain't dudes out here that it's just different. They are
I
not.
do think that it
They
is
don't have
different.
that
It is different, but
mentality
everybody
like,
ain't like
oh,
that.
Because
she
the world is different.
Yes.
I agree.
And the world does not care about sin. They don't care about
They don't.
being a virgin anymore.
No.
That's
It's
the
not-
world.
it's
they
not
don't even
held
value
high anymore.
marriage. So
No.
when you're thinking about a relationship with the
Mhm.
world, they don't even they don't factor in marriage. They're just their marriage is living together, maybe
Yeah.
having children together. That's as far as it goes. Oh, we bought a home together. They're not thinking about we are now made one before God, so now we are married. This is us together. That's not how they think about it.
Mhm.
And
I'm just saying, like,
I know this woman on TV. Now this is TV. They're famous or whatever, but she wanted to marry this guy, and they were together well over 10 years. She kept on.
Wow.
She even proposed to him.
oh,
Oh, I know
no,
who
no,
you're talking about,
no.
Yeah.
girl. I know who you're talking
Nope.
about.
And he agreed, but to this day they are not married.
Yes.
And then she came on The Real, and they asked her like, "Y'all still ain't married yet?" And
Mhm.
she was like, "You know what? We are good the way we are. We
that's
have
what he said.
Because he wouldn't.
exactly."
But
It's like she wanted to be a wife so bad
Mhm.
for all these years, and all of a sudden she's like, "Oh no, it's because he don't want to marry you."
and they don't have children together.
No,
he
they
has
don't.
children outside of with another person.
And it's like some women just accept it in because they want them, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, I just will never be a wife. We'll
See?
just be, you know.
See, if you
Yeah.
pick men
If
who
you
actually
did,
want to be,
know if she did it the right way.
Yeah.
Right.
Why are you
I-
living together?
that-
Why are
I'm
you?
saying
You
that's the-
know,
Yeah.
and even back when she first started talking to him, if you know this man ain't trying to get married,
Actually,
you
he
need to cut your
told her.
losses. Like, why
He
are you
said-
with him?
He said, "Listen, I was married before. I do not want to get married again. I will
And
not
Don't
get
try to
married
change
again."
him. Don't try to change him. Move on to the guy that wants to get
well,
married.
Yeah.
You know how people think.
But
You can't
then-
change him. Jesus.
I
need to
wouldn't
change
even
him.
fall.
And
Look,
another
that's a
thing-
waste of time catching
Yeah.
feelings,
You
getting
can't
kids.
expect a guy to come up marry you and you already being a wife to him.
Yeah.
Like he
Right,
getting
yeah.
the sex, he getting the cooking, he
Yeah.
getting the
You
kids.
taking care of his other children when
Why
they
in
come
the world would
to
he
your
get
house.
married?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
playing house without any of the benefits.
And that gives him a out. And anytime he wants to leave, he can just go because you're
Yeah.
not married. So
And I'm telling you right now,
Mhm.
it couldn't be me. But for
You have to
her-
be strong, though. You have to be strong in your faith and not to be doing it because it's hard.
and you
know how
have
it
to
is.
demand
Yes.
what you
Ooh,
want.
yeah.
You can't
do not
just
take
Don't
that.
settle for less.
Right,
No,
right.
Because you know what I think it is to me when I look at a person like her, she does not value herself. Because if you did, you would be like, I deserve to be a wife and not a live-in, whatever you want me to be.
that you can throw to the side
Yeah.
That
when you
at
get
any
tired of
moment.
me.
And it's like you shouldn't have an out. If we are committed, let's actually be committed. Like why is she having to stay with the thing like, oh, I'm not gonna cheat on him or what? But really, y'all ain't really got no title. Okay, so y'all together. But then I think on one of the interviews he was saying that they don't call each other boyfriend and girlfriend.
Look, man, this dude ain't studying her.
Like, he said
No.
that he doesn't like titles. And I'm like,
Oh,
he is
boy.
clearly telling you that he just wants you there for the benefits. He's gaining everything and you pouring out into an empty vessel. You get nothing back at all.
And I'll never
And you
forget.
giving this man your entire body.
Yeah.
No, she's giving her body, her time, because now she's too old
Everything.
to have children.
Ooh, no.
So now you
she
can't
could have been
even-
with somebody
You
else.
can't even start. And then she was like, oh, it's
Mm-mm.
been 10 years. I put so much time into it. I can't turn back. Baby, listen.
Do you remember Ashley and Powers when she was talking about when she was dating before they got married
Yeah.
and how they messed up
Mm-hmm.
and she was so like messed up about it
Yeah.
when he walked out the door or something. She told him, "Look,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
not
yeah,
doing
yeah.
this no more.
Mhm.
If you can't handle this, then we need to break up and you go your way."
Yeah.
She put her foot down and she
Yeah.
was like, "If you want me, you'll
Yeah.
do it."
Mm-hmm.
And he did.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they married, got 2 kids.
Yeah.
You can't be like, "Oh, I have to sleep with him or he'll leave me." No.
That's
value
That's-
yourself.
And also, you supposed to be a Christian. You
Yeah.
say you love God.
Yeah.
And
You have to love God more than you love that man.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And she said that was what was bothering her. She she was like, I did all of this fasting and praying for a man, and then here I go and slip up because, this is what everybody does. And she was like, no, Lord, I'm putting you first, and that's just what it's going to be, even if it costs me this man.
Yeah.
And if you put him first, it'll work out.
It
in the
will.
end. It'll always work out.
And
You
and
can't
if it
spit
don't
on
work
him.
out, he was not
He
the
was
right
not the
one.
Yeah.
one.
He wasn't.
Exactly.
And really, when I look back at my past, none of them were the one.
Well, of course, you ain't with him now.
Well, I mean, but it's like back then, I know a lot of women are like, no, but I felt it. I prayed and he said yes. And I'm like, but did he say yes? Or did he show you signs of why it shouldn't be? And you just said
They
he
ignored
said
it.
I
yes.
have
Yeah.
not met not one man that he said yes. Like,
Or it
hey,
would've
hey, this.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
And I think a lot of people, women in particular, I'm sorry, we got to do better, girls. But I think a lot of women, it's kind of like, no, he checks all the boxes. And I made this list in church. So God solidified it. And it's like, don't tell God what you want him to do and then say that he's going to do it. Did he tell you that?
Yeah, I feel like if I meet somebody and they check all the boxes, I'm still gonna be like, Lord,
Lord?
is-
Yeah, that's who
is
you
this-
need to go
is
to.
this it? Is this it? Okay.
Okay, Lord, I'm going to put this fleece out here. If
Okay.
it's wet on this
I
and
know,
dry on
right?
the ground.
No, I'm for real. I'll be like, Lord,
I
like
need a sign.
before I go any further,
Yes.
can you tell me right? Because I don't have time for a shattered heart.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, I don't have time.
I'm
for
like,
this.
Lord, you just put me back together. I'm whole again, and I don't want to be broke. I also think that a lot of women, when they get so close to the finish line, they're like, let me shut God out because he might say no and I'm going to start over. Oh, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, nope, see it to the end. It's never too late to stop it. If you see a problem and you're about to go down the road of saying I do not solidify that relationship when you're going into it with red flags. It shouldn't be like that.
I think if you are seeking God
Yes.
and you are following Him,
Mhm.
I think He will tell you. I really feel
and
like He'll
open
tell me.
your ears,
Yeah,
even
it's
if
just people ignore it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
And I understand. You're like, but Lord, if you say no, he proposed. We at the finish line. Can
Oh
I?
Lord, please don't let it get that far, please.
Because that's a shattered heart. for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have heard
ain't
a lot of
worried,
women
ain't worried.
say, they're like, Lord, I'm starting to catch feelings. And if this is not the one, Lord, put it in his mind to ruin it. Put it in his mind to go and cheat on me and I know about it.
Oh Lord.
Put it in my, like, they're
Well,
like,
I
Lord,
saw-
put it in his mind to like ruin it or help me to get away from it where I escape with no feelings and I'm not hurt, break this relationship up before,
Yeah. I saw a video like that. The guy was saying, like, you need to go to God.
yes.
Like
Every step of the
yeah,
way.
every step. Like, if he is not the one, let the feelings die,
Yes.
die. That's exactly how he said it. He was like, just let it go away.
Mhm.
Because I don't want to have a broken heart.
And like Anthony says, it's better to hurt now than to hurt later when
Mhm.
there's more things that comes with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay to hurt when it's just you, it's just the relationship, and there's nothing, no other baggage or anything.
Yeah.
You can escape with a better outcome and be able to move to another relationship safer with your mind intact without
Mhm.
all of the other stuff, you
Yeah.
know. But this has been a great episode. Like I said, next week we're going to delve into the actual article part.
Mhm.
We just talked about the points that he was making before
About
he got
the advice.
Yeah, just
About-
the advice part.
yeah, but I think that this is something that a lot of singles and even people in relationships that are not married yet, these are things that they could go through the list and it's like, I am doing this and that ain't what the Bible want me to do, and we are kind of going down this road and it ain't right. Let's reevaluate things, So next week, look for part 2 where we delve into the actual article, and then also look at the guy's YouTube channel. It's a 3-minute video where he talks about everything if you want to listen to it first and then come and listen to what we want to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this has been great. Join us next week for part 2 and we'll see you then.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning into another episode of We Seek First podcast.
You can find us on our blog at www.weseekfirst.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest at We Seek First. Again, thank you for your support and join us next time for a bit of encouragement as Christ encourages us.